Mr. Wetzel took his Vietnam class to Washington, D.C. today to turn their classroom experience to a real-life perspective. The students in the Vietnam class took a trip to Washington, D.C. and had the opportunity to visit many memorials, such as the World War II Memorial, the Pentagon, the Jefferson Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial, the Korean Memorial, and the Arlington Cemetery.
It was really thought-provoking to go to the Lincoln Memorial and all the memorials here. Just really brings perspective to just like the history of the U.S. It's really interesting.
Being able to experience this trip in person has impacted the students in various ways.
I think the biggest difference from learning in the classroom and coming to see it in person is really you see the actual impact that happened, because when you come in person you see the amount of names on the walls, and I don't think you really take that in when you're in a classroom until you come and see it for yourself. And it really is shocking and sad to see, but I think it's definitely something that everyone should come and experience.
Each student picked a soldier to bring home and took the time to etch their name onto paper.
I researched David S. Hackett, and the reason I chose him was because he went to my old school. He's an alumni, and it was really eye-opening to research someone and learn about what happened to them. And I think that if anyone ever gets a chance, it's really emotional seeing this in person, and it's really emotional, like walking through, seeing how big the wall gets, and yeah, it's heavy, but it was great.
For over 20 years, Mr. Wetzel has been taking the students on this trip to D.C. and has created a memorable experience for all.
So for the last 20 years or so, we've come down to this wall, and our students have retrieved a soldier from the wall and brought him home, and then told us about the man and young man and what kind of treasure we lost, what kind of talents we lost. And so this year, like those in the past, the students have picked a soldier and they're going to bring him home and tell us about him. And always a place of reverence, and it's just kind of, it's one thing to go walk past a wall and keep moving. It's another thing to go retrieve somebody. So I think these kids get maybe a different angle at the trip to D.C.
The trip was a memorable and great learning experience for all who attended. Reporting for WCAT-TV, I'm Zoe Favada.